I'm Ben, and from the interviews that I did regarding the question, who do you respect and why, what I seem to find is it depended on, it was very important, the relationship of the individual. So whether it was a coworker on the same level, someone in a position of authority above that individual, or a friend. And the results seem to be different. From somebody in a position of authority that was seen as supposed to having a higher level of knowledge on a specific subject, that knowledge and confidence in presenting a certain topic or subject matter was very important to the level of respect. So somebody in a position lower in a company or organization really respected the actual knowledge and ability to follow through with what was said and what direction a leader in a position of authority was taking the company or a specific project. So that knowledge was very important. Also from somebody in a position of authority, the ability to inspire but not be controlled. So it's like you want to inspire me to do something as somebody lower, but you're not going to force me to. I should naturally want to follow along. And that was part of the respect. And also there was a mutual level of trust. If I trust you with a task as a leader, there's a level of respect that comes from that. So that was specifically with those in authority positions. What I found from, that was just kind of general across the board, both regardless of if it was a relationship between someone in a position of authority and someone that wasn't, or friends, or colleagues on the same level, character and convictions, and being able to have your own voice and speak your opinion and not just fall in line with what everyone else says because you want to make them happy and you don't want to, rock the boat or cause any waves. And also not showing favoritism, treating people, with respect yourself across the board. Like if people treated you with respect, you were likely to treat, I found that the people I interviewed were likely to treat them with respect. So that was kind of the findings that I found.
I'm Jennifer, and I took a little bit of a different slant on this assignment. I work as a nurse, and I'm pretty far removed from corporate America, so a lot of stuff that I'm learning in this class, I feel like I need to find a way to make it apply to me because it doesn't directly apply. So when I did this assignment, what I decided to do was, instead of asking who do you respect, I thought I'm going to ask my colleagues, what kind of behavior do you respect in a healthcare provider and why? And I got the most amazing answers. I interviewed people from nursing attendant, which is a very low position, all the way up to doctors and everyone in between, and asked them, what do you respect in a healthcare worker and why? And the answers I got are, a lot of the answers I got were reflective of who the person was that I asked. So for instance, when I asked the nursing attendant, who's the babysitter, the cleaner-upper, what do you respect? One of the nursing attendant told me, I respect education and going after what you can become. Because this gal was in school, and she's going to become a nurse. So I thought, okay, that's reflecting her, where she's at. I asked a doctor, what do you respect? And they said, I respect knowledge. And so I thought, okay, doctors have a lot of knowledge. And I asked another nurse, what do you respect? And she said, I respect professionalism. And this gal is sharp, on it all the time, never makes a mistake. So I started thinking, okay, so these are people are respecting what they project. So all these people project this, and they also respect it back. So when asked what I would do differently, I think one thing too is nobody gave me the same answer at all. I thought I'd be getting a lot of the same answers. And I think the take-home message is you have to respect yourself. You have to respect your job, what you're doing, and do your best. And respect, you have to start with respecting yourself, and that's going to bring out the respect in others. That's going to give you the respect to do a great job in your work.
So one last thing about the areas of growth, that following the interviews, what I ended up doing is I sat down with my brother and business partner and just asked him what areas he saw in me that would cause lack of respect from those that we work with. And one thing that he mentioned as an area of growth was just, he felt at times I didn't fully understand the question as somebody in a position of authority that has a high level of knowledge on specific subjects and topics in our industry. He felt that when he would present certain questions to me about the technical, or certain technical questions to me, I wouldn't take the time to fully understand the scope, and I would just give a generic answer that I felt would fit the need without fully understanding the question initially. So that was something that I kind of took away from that after having gone through the interviews to figure out what was respected and why. So.
Could you lead us in a brief discussion of your presentation?
Questions? Comments?
So what specifically what do you respect? I mean, how would you have answered the questions in that continuum of the healthcare professionals?
That's a good question. If someone had approached me and asked me that, I probably would have said, gosh, on the spot now. I really respect. When someone is respectful, when somebody is kind, when somebody is professional, when somebody is honest and has integrity, I respect that to no end. And that's what I respect in anyone. And this, and especially in healthcare. One of the gals said that you treat every patient as if it was your mom, your dad, your brother, or your sister. Every patient that's your mom right there. You're taking care of your mom, just like what Jesus said. These are my mother, and it's true. Because if you're not taking care of that patient like you would take care of your own mother, you're not doing your job. You're really not.
I appreciate your honesty, and I appreciate the presentation as well. I like the fact that you went to your business partner and said, hey, tell me about myself and tell me how I can improve. That was you looking at your strengths and your needs, and I think that's a great quality, and I think your business is going to grow more from that conversation than from many other things. I also like the fact, and I hear when you say respect, I hear also the fact that you respect when people do their job. And so, because I hear because I know nice people who are very respectful and who cannot do their job, and it really frustrates me. And I'm sure I've frustrated others when I'm respectful to them, but I can't do my job. So when I hear you say that, I hear you say respectful, but I also hear you say, but are competent and can do their job and can really be a part of your team that you won't have to go mopping up after.
You can be a nice, incompetent person.
Right.
You can be nicely incompetent. We've all been there, so
Yes. Sure. Thank you.
And to tie into that, I mean, I like what you were saying about the whole, what they're projecting of themselves. So it's interesting, what may be frustrating is when, if I respect others but not myself, that's off, right? Because if I don't respect myself, I am not learning, figuring out how to improve, do my job better. I'm just brown nosing or whatever you call that. It may be even questionable respect. And so, I thought that was a great insight about how I'm really projecting myself in my whole ideas of respect and stuff.